Monde, the SAPZ program has been fairly successful. It's now in implementation. George has raised a wide range of issues around the attractiveness of these projects to particularly foreign investors. Ibrahim has just, with that intervention, talked about the fact that adequate project preparation is key to identifying and tackling all of those issues. Now, we have journeyed through the UK-Nigeria Infrastructure Advisory Facility. We have journeyed with the African Development Bank on structuring the SAPZ Nigeria program, so that we have the sort of success that we've seen recently. But it'd be useful to get a sense, from the bank's perspective, what are the key things that you were looking for in identifying, the states that you were working with, and in ensuring that these projects have this right kind of support that they need to actually get off the ground and get traction.
Thanks, Corey. So I was privileged to work for a project preparation facility just before I joined the team that works on SAPZs within the bank. And we had lots of conversations with private sector as to what infrastructure would be attractive for private sector participation. As you know, the SAPZ, yes, is an agriculture, but it's literally a rural infrastructure development project. And we're trying to crowd in private sector participation into the value chain. So that is very critical. That's why quality at entry of even the projects, when they come to us, when they go from concept and they're prepared by the states, quality at entry is very critical. So we emphasize that we need to receive, so part of the criteria for states to make the cut in phase 1 and now phase 2 is quality feasibility studies, and then also the issue of environmental and social impact assessments. So these are classified as category 1 projects within the bank on the ENS scale. So lots of displacements, infrastructure will be put in place. So lots of ENS measures. So that is also a criteria. Has the state prepared an environmental and social impact assessment? Is the site appropriate? Have private sector been involved in site selection rather than the state just picking the site on their own? So conversation with private sector by our teams when we're doing our due diligence are also part of what we look at. So have the states identified an anchor investor, one who is going to be the anchor tenant within the zone, and one who's even going to work with smallholder farmers, maybe through contract farming, and going to support them in their production and productivity so that he has enough feedstock to process. That's something that we look at. Ease of doing business. What policies are in place to crowd in private sector into the state? Do you have a one-stop shop? If an investor comes from outside, as Hendrik has mentioned, is everything available under one roof for them to be able to set up within the SAPZ? And other such like criteria that we've looked at. Also, proximity to infrastructure such as airports and roads. How is it easy for you to ship or what is produced and what is processed ultimately to the markets? Connectivity, so rural roads as well, rural connectivity. If existing infrastructure is there, it's a plus for the state, because money is not available in abundance. So even downstream, we want to, the quickest wins, brownfields, where there'll be less money required to get the facility going quickly. Thank you.